Randy Orton loses the United States Championship, doesn't get the rematch. The Usos lost the championships, don't get the rematch. Roman Reigns wasn't a champion, loses the match, gets a rematch. You know what's the most interesting part? He actually complains about that. Brock Lesnar is Vince's boy. I was a challenger, lost the match, and I'm getting a rematch and I'm complaining about that because I found it on the internet? What the fuck is this shit? Complaining like a little bitch. The big bitch. Okay, I want to welcome all of you to debut episode of Greatness of Wrestling. Yes, this is kind of the same series that I used to do with news videos, but I decided to give it a name to make it into more of a show. I used to talk about news. Nowadays it's going to be like a half podcast type of video, like 20-minute video, 25, 30-minute video, maybe 15, maybe 10, I don't know, but basically I will talk what's happening in wrestling. I will talk about my experiences, what I enjoyed about Raw, what I enjoyed about SmackDown, what I actually enjoy in general in wrestling, and I'm gonna talk about news and rumors. So basically, grab a cup of tea if you're a pussy. If you're a normal human being, grab a cup of coffee. You know, just like I do. Anyway, let's talk about wrestling. The first thing I want to talk about is Raw after Mania and SmackDown after Mania. A lot of you guys actually wanted me to make a video about that, make a review. I did Raw review, but I deleted it because I wasn't really happy with it. Yeah, a lot of people seem to say, well, SmackDown was kinda meh, but Raw after Mania was amazing. I would like to disagree with you because I think that SmackDown Live was fucking great, especially the end. And what I liked about it the most, that it made sense. Raw call-ups didn't make any sense. What I thought about SmackDown Live and why I liked it better is because it made sense. SmackDown Live made sense, and that's the reason why I actually liked it more. The call-ups, we only got 2 women from NXT, and it made sense. Impactful, beat the shit out of Charlotte. We also got a cash-in from Carmella. A pretty nice moment in my opinion. I also loved the fact that Paige is general manager. Kind of a sweet moment, you know. You retire, but you get that opportunity to be a fucking general manager of SmackDown Live. Who doesn't like that? I kind of feel like the main event of SmackDown Live was a little bit wasted when you kind of introduce us to main event of Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. That should main event fucking WrestleManias. And but at the same time, I knew it's not going to end in a fair finish. We all knew it's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura interfering, so I was alright with that. And I gotta say, the last match of SmackDown Live, Daniel Bryan vs AJ Styles, was better than 80% of what we seen on WrestleMania. Imagine if that was the match. Holy shit. Man, I feel bad. Either way, great match, amazing. Shinsuke as a heel is pretty nice. Never was really a big fan of Shinsuke, but now I'm really into this guy. He can be a good heel, the sarcastic son of a bitch. This segment where he pretty much said, sorry, no speak English. Amazing. So we all know Roman Reigns is getting a match against Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship in Saudi Arabia. Greatest Royal Rumble ever. So Roman Reigns was on Monday Night Raw and he was like, he put me in a match against Brock Lesnar in Saudi Arabia in a steel cage, and I found out about it on the internet. Cry more. That's what I'm going to say. Cry fucking more. How can you complain about getting an undeserving opportunity? This is not me talking shit about Roman Reigns, believe me. It can be anyone. If you are a challenger, you lose the match, you get back on the fucking line. You have to win a #1 contendership match. If Randy Orton loses the championship and he's not getting a rematch, he has to earn it. Usos have to earn it. Why the fuck you don't even win the championship? Like you weren't even a champion to begin with, and you're getting a rematch. How does that make any sense? Why The Rock never got a rematch? Why, I don't know, Kevin Owens never got a rematch? Goldberg never got a rematch? There's someone else. There's so many more people who never actually got a rematch. I think even Randy Orton. So many people never got their rematch after losing their championships. But for some reason, this guy wasn't even a champion to begin with. And he's going to fucking main event this pay-per-view, the special event. And she's probably going to win the championship because I do believe there are going to be a lot of Roman Reigns fans right here, you know, because it's different out here. And it's just like, why? It makes you kinda hate the guy even more when he's complaining like a little bitch. The big bitch. Another match that really shocked me and made me feel like WWE are booking matches with the random button on WWE 2K18. They pick up the fucking controller, they're like, Undertaker, Rusev, casket match. Let's book that. I'm not even kidding. This is a real match in the WWE. How does that make any sense? If someone would tell me, I saw that on Twitter, I think, What Culture, whatever the fuck that was, they shared this match, and I was like, okay, great joke, but it's not April Fool's. I dig it into it a little bit more, and turns out it's actually a real match. Undertaker versus Rusev, casket match. Can someone steal the controller for WWE's creative team? It kinda says, here are the two scenarios. It's either putting Rusev in a match against The Undertaker because Rusev is so over, why don't we give him The Undertaker to make him feel special? Or the most likely opinion, you guys seem to think that, we are burying Rusev. Well, we're gonna bury him in a casket match against The Undertaker. That's the most likely scenario, to bury him, literally. I'm losing hope in this fucking company. Seriously, you're not gonna give the man the United States Championship, you're not gonna make him the winner of the match. Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal is the match that we're going to have for the pay-per-view once again. How am I supposed to be invested in this bullshit? I couldn't care less, believe me, there's nothing... Anyway, that just sounds crazy, but I'm glad Undertaker is still wrestling. For all of you who complain about that, Undertaker is too old. Who cares? If the guy decided to wrestle, let him wrestle. I'm pretty sure he's stacked with money, so he doesn't need to, but he wants to, you know? Just take that into consideration. And he's in a great shape right now. And of course, you can't deny the fact that he's the most entertaining son of a bitch there is. Still in 2018, The Undertaker is the GOAT. This week's SmackDown Live did 2.952 million viewers, making it the third highest rated episode of the show since the brand extension started. Last year's show after WrestleMania 33 did 2.885 million viewers. Great news. I'm actually very glad that SmackDown is doing okay. Very glad. Of course, ratings don't really mean that much in the WWE, and a lot of people seem to say that, well, WWE is dying because ratings are low. Bitch, no one is watching television anymore. I don't know, the last time I actually turned on this TV to watch anything that's going on television, I don't know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't care. It's the internet era right now, and people, you can go to WWE's YouTube page, you can see how many views they get on their segments, their matches, that matters, then the Hulu version, then the WWE Network, so the ratings don't mean as much. Of course, the wrestling is not as popular, but there are other factors that affect the popularity. Anyway, I'm glad they're doing okay, I'm glad Daniel Bryan is here, and with Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles on the same roster, we have a bright future. This time of the year can mean the end, the beginning of the return. Better than ever, Bobby Lashley, welcome back home. I'm very glad he's back. By the way, Bobby Lashley looks as young as he left. I don't know what the fuck this guy is using, but this guy always looks young, looks in a great shape. Cannot wait to see him in the main event picture. I would love to see him on SmackDown, so hopefully they are going to draft him next week. Of course, that was Triple H's call to bring him back, and I'm glad about that. A lot of you say that he should be in NXT, but he was in the WWE back in the day, so I don't feel like they need him on NXT, especially because NXT has an amazing roster right now. Bobby Lashley is like 40 right now, 38 or something along those lines. Bring him to the main roster. He's a big star, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So we all know we're going to have a 50-man Royal Rumble match. 50 men for the first time ever. The biggest Royal Rumble was in 2011 where Alberto Del Rio actually won it, but now we're going to have it even better. We still don't know what the champion is going to get, the winner of the match is going to get, which I don't get it. Are they going to have a plastic dildo trophy? Are they going to have a, I don't know, SummerSlam main event opportunity, which I think would be the best thing ever. SummerSlam WWE Championship, since SummerSlam is the second best WWE WWE pay-per-view. That would make so much sense. If they're fighting for a fucking dildo trophy, I don't want to see that already. But if there are actually 15 superstars, 15 new entrants who are going to be on the show, I'm going to tell you who that is. Baron Corbin, 4-time tag team champions, The New Day, and 3-time World Heavyweight Champion and 9-time Intercontinental Champion Chris Jericho. Also WWE superstars Apollo, Shelton Benjamin, Sin Cara, Elias, Chad Gable, Goldust, Titus O'Neil, Mojo Rawley, and Dolph Ziggler. We are also going to have John Cena versus Triple H. We're going to have every title defended as well, except the Women's Championships because it's Saudi Arabia. The stuff is different right here. But anyway, we're going to have Universal Championship between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. We're going to have a WWE Championship between I don't know who. This haven't announced it. Intercontinental Championship, United States Championship, Cruiserweight Championship, and both Tag Team Championships. Just to give you an idea, we have like 15 superstars confirmed from the Royal Rumble, right? There's still like 30 left, the whole Royal Rumble. So we're going to have a lot of surprises. Even if you see like someone like Hulk Hogan, you shouldn't be shocked. And by the way, I don't know why, but I would love to see that. Hogan in 2018 Royal Rumble. I'm honestly very, very excited for John Cena versus Triple H. I think that just sounds weird, but so amazing. Also, Undertaker versus Rusev. Someone just picked a fucking controller and pressed random too much. But at the end of the day, I love that. You know, it's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to kinda see whether it's a burial of Rusev or it's a normal Rusev match. Of course, he's gonna lose very quickly. I just hope that after that he will recover. But when you think about the fact that he defeated John Cena in 2 minutes, chances are not that bright for Rusev. Also, to end this video, I found it very interesting that the advertised WWE title match for Extreme Rules, which is still not confirmed, is AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan? No, Baron Corbin. Why? Just why? To conclude this video, Roman Reigns complaining like a bitch. WrestleMania season was good. WrestleMania was alright. I just think that the ending matches disappointed us. Just like I've said, I was too harsh on the pay-per-view when I actually compared it to WrestleMania 33. I actually realized it's not that bad. Just the main matches disappointed us very, very much. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to click that like button. So just like I've said, these are going to be the new videos. If you want to support this series, this channel, you can go to my Patreon and actually donate any amount of money. I would seriously appreciate that because I will be renting, so you guys would help me out to give this kind of a safe mode, you know. Also Twitter, Instagram, all the links are in description below. The Great One, peace, love and hugs. It's been a pleasure.